Hey man, got something pretty cool here I never had before. I got this magnet called the Keeper Magnetic Gun Mount, and I've seen these before. I was always kind of skeptical of them. I know people that put them in their cars and stuff like that, and I was skeptical because I said, well, what if you go over some rough what if you go over some rough railroad tracks or potholes? Or you hit a bad speed bump, that thing's going to fly off on the floor. Well, it depends what kind of magnet you get. There's different levels, there's different quality. This is my Glock 19, and I use this probably more than any gun as far as going back and forth to work with. I also carry a Glock 43. Now the problem I have is my new truck, I got really expensive leather seat covers, and I don't want to take all my equipment off before I go home, but I don't mind taking my gun out, because what happens is the bottom of the gun digs into the seat, and there'll be a hole in no time if I keep wearing my gun and driving at the same time. So Keeper Magnetic Gun Mount, the company, reached out to me and offered to send me a few samples. I said, sure, I'll give it a try. And I was very, very impressed with it. I have it mounted in my truck right now, and I've been using it probably for at least a week, every day. Going over railroad tracks, speed bumps, wherever. It doesn't move. It doesn't budge. I mean, it doesn't even, not alone does it fall off, it doesn't fall off. It doesn't even move. It stays in the same position I had it. That's how powerful the magnet is. Now you got to remember, it works really great with Glocks, because Glocks are light guns, and compared to this Glock, I mean, this thing holds 35 pounds. 35 pounds. That's plenty of power to hold a full-size gun, Glock 19, or the smaller the gun, obviously, the better, because it's lighter. But it holds this fully loaded Glock 19 with no problem. Fully loaded all the way. So it's as heavy as it can get. Okay, so I'm going to make it safe real quick. Okay, and I'm going to show you how freaking powerful this thing is. So here it is. Now everything you're worrying about, don't worry about it. It ain't going to scratch your gun. This is the package it comes in, and you have some foam in there, and there's directions in there too, but I must have read them, and it's really not much, there's really nothing to it. But what's cool about it is you can mount this anywhere. It's not, I use it for my truck, but you can mount this under your nightstand, under a desk, any way you want. If you want to hide a gun and be able to get to it quickly at the same time. That's the thing. You see people hiding guns, and it's in a shoebox, it's under a bunch of rags or whatever. You want to be able to grab the gun quickly, God forbid if you need it. So the cool thing about this is, even though it is a very, very powerful magnet, it has a nice polymer plastic coating. It will not scratch your gun. As you can see, there is no scratches on this gun. This is the side I put the magnet on. No scratches. Every day it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, back and forth, and not one scratch. Now most people with their everyday carry guns, they don't care if it gets scratched, but some people do. So just to show you how powerful this thing is, I'm going to put a full mag in there. That's almost its max weight. And what's cool about Glocks is it works good with them because they're so square and flat. The magnet gets a really nice flat surface to attach to. I mean, that's on there. Look, I mean, that thing, I'm trying to shake it off. I cannot shake that off. So I have it in my truck like this, and it's screwed into the side of the console, so it's like that. So if I need it, when you grab it, don't pull, kind of like bend and twist, and it'll come off easy. If you try to pull, you're not going to get it off because it's too strong. You got to like do this. So this is like perfect for me. So I get out of work, I stick my gun to my magnet. It's right beside my knee, right near the gas pedal. My knee doesn't hit it or anything. It's comfortable. It's a little close to the console. It's hard to get my hand in there. You can fix that. You could just add like a spacer if you want to, because when it's like this, you only got that much room. So if you want to add a little piece of wood or a piece of plastic, a spacer, just to make it come out a little more, you modify it to how big your hand is. I don't have a problem with it the way it is. It's right up against the thing. And like I said, I drive home. I don't have to be careful. I go over speed bumps. I hit potholes, whatever. The thing does not budge. So it's worth every penny. So this is a very nice, convenient solution to my problem when I'm coming home from work. I love it. It's good that my truck's high, because if you're worried about someone seeing it, then you're going to have to put it in a more camouflaged area. My truck's high, no one's going to see it. Okay. It comes with 4 screws. What they are is drywall screws. They're wood screws, but they're pretty much drywall screws, and they really grab really well. Some guys, when they install it, they'll put a piece of wood, if you're putting it in your car, they'll put a piece of block of wood behind the plastic and then drill through the plastic into the wood so it holds it more secure. My truck, the plastic seems pretty thick, so far it hasn't loosened up at all. If it does, I'm going to have to do that, but I'm going to wait and see. I don't think it's going to have to. I don't think it's going to do it. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Is what I'm saying. So, Glock 19, Glock 17, it ain't going to make a difference. It's going to hold the gun, no problem. The best grip that it does have the gun is flat on the top, and if you had this screwed up under a desk, it's perfect because it holds the gun perfectly. And if you had to get the gun, you get it. And like I said, don't pull down. Just turn it like that, and it's fun. That's easier than getting the gun off than if it was in a holster. Because I was going to rig up a holster thing for my truck out of Kydex, but this is even. I think it's better. It's just easier to grab the gun. That's all. So I don't know what else I can say about it. It does what it says. There's no bullshit. I'll put the link under the video, and I highly recommend it. It's very affordable. Okay, guys? So thank you for sending me these samples. I handed them out to a couple friends, and they're going to see how awesome it is. So that's that. Alright, guys. I'll put the link under there, and if you want one, click on the link and go get one.